back in 2016, when this man was apprehended, the prosecutors believed that he was Medani Mered. Now, that is a ruthless human trafficker, as you put it, who ran this global network profiting of the migrants that were making that incredibly dangerous journey from Libya to Italy. It was an international police operation, and you had Italian, British, as well as Sudanese authorities all saying that this man was indeed that human trafficker. However, the court today in Palermo has ruled it is a case of mistaken identity. It is instead Medani Bere. Now, he's a refugee from Eritrea who just happened to be in Sudan when he was snatched up in this way and extradited to Italy. Now, during the course of this case that's been presented, the defense has presented DNA tests as well as witnesses who say this was not the human trafficker that they claimed him to be. They insisted that he wasn't. The prosecutors, however, said that he was, and said that international news reports claiming otherwise were just trying to muddy the evidence. But today it's very clear that the court has found it's a case of mistaken identity, and Mr. Bere was said to have cried for joy in court when the verdict was announced.
Okay, so it sounds like a real case of someone being in absolutely the wrong place at absolutely the wrong time. But when it comes to the legality of this man's situation, I mean, he's not entirely innocent, is he, in the eyes, at least, of that courtroom in Palermo?
Exactly. I mean, they essentially said he's not that human trafficker, but he was found guilty of aiding clandestine immigration. And that's because they did hear a telephone conversation that he had with a human trafficker trying to help his cousin to make that illegal journey or illegal immigration in that sense. And so he was found guilty of that and sentenced to 5 years in prison, but he's already served 3 years in prison since he was snatched and put in that prison in Italy. And so from today onwards, he's effectively been set free.